Welcome back, Wolfpack. Verlis here, and this is going to be an interesting start to Fan Fridays because we have this strategy right here. Regigigas gains Chlorophyll and sweeps, but that's also very similar to Kirby Epic Fan, who also did a Regigigas Chlorophyll with Ravine and sweeps, but this already got featured on Fan Fridays, and people loved it, also getting a lot of upvotes, so people are like, yo, this is great. But since it was already featured somewhat recently, going to go and give it to this guy instead, and hopefully it all makes sense. But this does bring up another point. As you can see, I am pretty interactive when it comes to Fan Friday submissions. So if you've submitted to Fan Fridays week after week and stuff, and it doesn't get featured, and you think it's really good, try to like pay attention to what's going on in the battle, because I've seen some where it's like, oh, this is an amazing strategy. I really want to feature it because it'd be so cool. But the opponent has like a level 47. Or the opponent is using really bad moves, you know? Sometimes the opponents are bad and I can get away with it for the sake of the strategy, but other times, I just cannot let it happen. So, try to get a better battle, and then resubmit it for Fan Fridays, and I'll probably see it, and then you'll get it in. So yeah, we have like the Ravine entrainment, and then we also have Sun on the Ninetales. So the drought strategy in triples has already taken off right here. Regigigas gains Chlorophyll, loses slow start immediately. Ninetales sets up the Sun, so we're ready to start just sweeping and going nuts. The opponent will start off with the Greninja on the map block, because that does look like a pretty offensive team. Ninetales Will-O-Wisp will get through the map block, only blocks damage, and now the rest of the turn is kind of gone through as planned. So Zumril's pretty weak right now. Cinccino, it's going to go for a U-turn. That is going to go for the Lilligant, and decent amount of damage, so I'm guessing it's got like Scarf, or maybe even Banded, for like maximum damage on that skill link. Still, not going to get too much craziness out of the U-turn. And then Talonflame is going to come in to try to deal with the opponent. Oh, man. That cheated team, yo. As Regigigas goes for the Drain Punch, but that gets blocked by the Kick Up Nat. And Azumarill uses Belly Drum. So, Belly Drum makes it to where you get 4 times, or, yeah, is it 4 times? It's 4 times your stats. So, now, because of that, it's only like at a +2 instead of a +6 after the burn, and it loses health. And no Citrus Berry, so Lilligant is going to protect from the obvious Talonflame that wants to wreck it, and because Regigigas has the Drain Punch, things are about to get really interesting. Ninetales is going to protect as well, just to kind of let Regigigas get the spotlight, and I'm okay with this. So Azumarill is going to use Aqua Jet, that's going to be protected. I wouldn't even worry about the Aqua Jet like in Sun and stuff, but Rock Slide from the Regigigas, that is going to be big damage on the Talonflame, and it will be enough for the one-hit KO, 4 times super effective. And then Regigigas doesn't have slow start, so it's going to hit normally. And Greninja takes less damage than I would have expected by a lot. Ice Beam, there's the Protean, Ice type, and that is going to be protected. So, pretty free turn. Like, you just outspeed on the Regigigas because you have the Sun up, and then you win. So I imagine that has to be Heat Rock on the Ninetales. That we get only turns of sweep. And Ninetales is going to switch out. So yeah, it's already done its duty, and we are going to go and bring in the Cradily. Doesn't that get Storm Drain? So that means that the Azumarill is going to be in a different situation. So yeah, Azumarill gets Storm Drain. Now Cradily is stronger. Nice. And then we get the Drain Punch. So Drain Punch onto Cinccino. That's a one-hit KO. Super, wow. Like, that's not even stab, and Drain Punch has low base power. It kind of shows the amount of damage we're dealing with on Regigigas when it doesn't have its slow start ability coming into play. And then because of Chlorophyll, or not Chlorophyll, just Sunny Day in general, boom, outsped, Greninja, get wrecked, high base power, stab, Zoomerill's left, but it's, you just leave it to die to the burn at this point. It's not going to do anything. Opponent's got Kangaskhan, and Porygon 2. So Drain Punch the Porygon 2, Drain Punch the Kangaskhan, Azumarill goes down in the end, and that is going to be a pretty free battle right here. So Mega Kangaskhan, what is it going to be capable of? Like, Regigigas should be tanky enough, and you only have to worry about the Fake Out, but then you just outspeed it anyways. Azumarill with the Aqua Jet, I don't think he was paying much attention. So Regigigas with the Drain Punch, no Fake Out from the Kangaskhan, but Porygon 2, it's enough damage to one-shot a Porygon 2, really? Oh my goodness. Regigigas hurts when it doesn't have that slow start, yo. And we're going to remove Parental Bond with that Worry Seed. So everything just wrecked right now. And because of that, Power Punch does no damage, only gains a +1. Kangaskhan still going to get outsped by the Regigigas, and Cradily has the Giga Drain to finish off the Azumarill. It's not looking good right now for the opponents. It's pretty much over at this point. And then Regigigas with the Drain Punch. Kangaskhan gets wrecked. Mega Kangaskhan, not enough to one-shot. So we have found the limit to Regigigas' strength. And then Lilligant Solar Beam finishes off because Lilligant also has Chlorophyll. Wow, this strategy works out really well. And I guess you have the Storm Drain Pokemon just in case there's some water. Even though water attacks are reduced in the sun, it gets cut down. So yeah, let's go and check out some more battles. I think we got room for 1 or 2 more. I did show all the battles earlier. So if you want to see them for yourself, check out those. I might show one more and we'll see how it ends up looking out. Ooh, this time leading off with Rhyperior. I used to love using Rhyperior back in the day, and we're going to see what it can do now. Okay, so no Ninetales League. That feels like the reason why you'd run this in triples. It was like free sun, everything's free, you win because free is free to free the free. But the opponent has Charizard, so was this actually like intentional? Like, oh hey, they have Charizard and a Fire-type Pokemon. Are they going to try to lead off with this? Ooh, it's Charizard X, not Charizard Y. So I was about to say, is this like the next level gamble? It's like, oh, Charizard Y gives me the Sunny Day, so I can lead with a stronger Pokemon. And then Rhyperior not being in the center, can Entrainment only hit like a nearest Pokemon and then going with the Wide Guard to be safe? But looks like that didn't work out at all. Rhyperior is going to avoid the Focus Blast. Charizard is going to go for the Flare Blitz, and that is going to be a ton of damage onto the Lilligant. Lilligant, though, will survive Focus Sash, I imagine, and then Entrainment Regigigas, and then Regigigas does stuff, but it already did the Wide Guard. And Rock Slide doesn't really work against Charizard X as much as Charizard Y. So this battle is going to get interesting, is all I have to say. Do you Rhyperior just Earthquake to try to get as much down as possible? Amoonguss going to Spore, and Spore will land onto the Regigigas. Alright, so not as flawless of a turn one, but we have Lumberry on the Regigigas. I would imagine that is for all like the Dark Void, Smeargle, and all the silliness, but Drill Run on the Rhyperior. Actually, wow, a ton of damage will be enough to proc that Focus Sash. I've seen Drill Run does more damage than the Earthquake. Yes, because Drill Run is like 80 base power, and Earthquake gets cut down to 75 because of the split in doubles or triple battles. So Infernape going to keep having that miss on the Focus Miss, and it is like a special attacking Infernape as well, which can work out as long as the moves hit. Amoonguss will take, wow, that damage on Charizard for that hit. Amoonguss will go for the Spore, and Spore will hit Regigigas once again. We're going to see what happens in response. Regigigas is asleep. Oh, right, has Chlorophyll. So really, there's a lot of weird things going on right here. Regigigas has Chlorophyll, but no sunlight, so he doesn't get to go fast, but he does have the slow start removed. And then Amoonguss just going to heal up off that Black Sludge, getting Pokemon down off that sleep, and then Heracross comes in. So not Mega Heracross, which means like Choice Scarf, Close Combat, Moxie. Rhyperior switches out, doesn't want to get put to sleep. Ninetales comes in, so that's going to start giving us the Chlorophyll. Charizard X hasn't been doing as much, and Ninetales gets the Sunny Day in. So there we go. Now because of the switch, Regigigas shouldn't have speed yet. Yeah, oh, actually, he just outsped stuff, though. Is that because he's outspeeding Charizard X naturally, or is that from other things? Like, I don't know the sets right now. And then Charizard's going to go for the Earthquake. So Earthquake, Amoonguss shouldn't care too much. Amoonguss does not care at all. Lilligant goes down, and it gets some chip damage onto the Regigigas. So, much slower, more drawn-out battle in this case. And a Pin Missile off the Heracross. I guess it was meant to do something to the Rhyperior. But we are... I'm like, is there a chance of this is... I don't even know what's happening right now. I didn't... Like, regular Heracross, that's a Life Orb. It's not Mega because we already saw the Mega Charizard. And then other things are happening. And then Ninetales, the Giga Drain would have been pretty big onto the Rhyperior. But because that switch comes in, stuff happens. And Ninetales is going to have its energy drained. Alright, so turn refresh. A lot of things are happening. It's easy to get lost in any triple battle. But now Cherrim comes in, and Cherrim has the Flower Gift ability. So that means the allies gain special defense and attack, I believe. Oh, wow, the synergy is mad. That is some mad synergy right there. So once Regigigas wakes up, it's going to be doing even more. Ninetales with the Heat Wave. Oh, Ninetales also benefiting in some way. So the Heat Wave. Amoonguss, though, special defense tanks it up. Heracross also going to be able to tank it up. Amoonguss does get burned. That's going to kind of suck, but it's not going to be enough to knock it out. Charizard with that Flare Blitz, though. And Cherum does not get a long time on the field unless it doesn't survive. I was about to say, like, the hit points were going down pretty slowly, but no survival whatsoever. And Regigigas didn't get to do anything, still asleep, but the recoil will finish off the Charizard to itself. Heracross switches in. Amoonguss goes for the Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb damage on the Ninetales will not be enough to finish it off. And then we get a healing on the Black Sludge. So Heracross didn't really go too much. We got the switch, and now Drapion comes in for the opponent. So Drapion will just get Drain Punch, take some damage. Rhyperior comes in. That's a potential Drill Run. Regigigas wakes up into the Rock Slide. Drapion's going to avoid it, and I guess we're just looking for that little bit of damage to finish off the Heracross. Is it enough? Yes, it will be enough to take out the Heracross. I mean, after split damage non-neutral, it just shows like what are Regigigas' stats? It's a beast. It does so much. And is Drapion the last Pokemon for the opponent? Looks like it. Drapion's going to get that Poison Jab down. That will hit Regigigas. Regigigas actually didn't get to do as much because he was asleep most of the battle. The rest of the team does hold out. Drill Run. Big hit on Drapion. Drapion will be able to survive. Actually, there's a Crocodile left for the opponent. So that just means Drain Punch on a Crocodile. One-hit KO. It's a one-hit KO. Big damage. Regigigas healed up. Is it going back to full? Almost. And that's what we're looking at right there. So Drill Run finishes off the Drapion. Ninetales doesn't get to do anything with the Will-O-Wisp. As we can see, yeah, that has to be Heat Rock. Sunny Day. Forever. And then super effective hit. Rhyperior Ice Punch just to finish off the opponent in style. And that will be the GG. So I just have like other things. Remember, guys, I did this with a Ravine video. Pretty much we go and we look at entrainment. You can do fun stuff and fun combos. Mostly off of just like Swift Swim on Love Disc. Definitely a possibility on that entrainment. You can pass over whatever abilities, but here we'll look at like Chlorophyll and other very fun stuff going on. And then I did want to bring up the Regigigas because I know it has stats, but you don't really pay attention to it because of its slow start too often. So 670 base stat total, like mad legendary. Oh, it has a 160 attack, okay, and a 100 base speed. So I knew it had the 100 base speed. Yeah, that is a bulky Pokemon that does a lot. So yeah, Adamant Nature because of Chlorophyll, and then you wreck everything. And then the Flower Gift ability, I want to make sure I had that correctly, because I thought that Flower Gift did do a weird thing where it was like you gain attack and special defense. So yeah, Flower Gift's on the field, and then Regigigas is definitely one-shotting things. So you guys enjoy the video, and I hope to see you guys in the next Fan Fridays.